Yeah.
All right, everyone, we got Scotty Pippen and Rodney Chatman. If you have a question for either of these young men, please use the raise hand function. Robbie, go ahead.
Hey Scotty, this is the last home game of the season, regardless, and I guess it's possible that it could be your last home game for your period. I mean, what do you think of the environment and what your team showed down the stretch to put away a very good season?
Yeah, the environment was great. The fans came out today in the last couple of games, and I think that's truly helped us a lot. Just feeding off the crowd, and if it's my last game, it's a good way to go out. So.
Robbie, go ahead again.
Yeah, Rodney, it seemed like there was, I mean, it was a very intense game. There was a lot of back and forth between you and Kobe Ellis. I just, I guess, how fun was it to be out there in a game like that? That seemed like pretty high quality basketball where both teams were going all out.
Yeah, it was a fun game. That's a good young team over there. They battled, we battled. We got the stops late at the end that mattered the most. So I'm glad our team put together the stops at the end, especially in March. That's going to be big for us, for our defense to win it for us.
All right.
Yeah, for either of you, how did you feel when Liam got that block right there at the end to basically seal it?
It was great. Liam, he's been bouncing back off, injuries and stuff like that. So it was good for him to come in and, seal the game for us despite foul trouble and stuff like that. So that was the play of the game and got us to win.
David?
Rodney, how did your big man really stepped up at the end there with Q making a couple big plays and then Liam with this big block? Talk about how they impacted the game late in the game.
Yeah, they played well late. There was a big factor of the stops we got late. Without them, we probably wouldn't have won the game. So big credit to Liam and Q for getting the job done.
Kayla?
Yeah, this is for both you guys. I mean, how much of a confidence booster is this just continuing in the postseason and winning games like you guys are winning? How much do you guys just continue to build confidence off of these wins?
It's March, so each win is key. It's win or go home. So it just feels good to be alive for another game. So every win in March is a confidence booster. So we're just gonna carry it into the next game and hopefully come out with a W.
Robbie?
For both you guys, if you guys can win one more game, that would be a 20-win season, and also you get the trip to Madison Square Garden. How badly do you guys want to, go play meaningful games at, the Metro basketball?
Badly. We wanted bad, We all came in together expecting to win this whole NIT. So I think at the end of the day, that's all in our minds is to make it to New York and just have fun doing it. It's a great group of guys. We're all dedicated to winning. So one more game and, we're there. So we're excited about that.
And then I guess my last one is, how about Rodney for you? How big of a part of the game plan was ball pressure in this game? It seemed like this was the most intense ball pressure from your guards that we've seen, in a while.
It was just winning time. So me and Scotty, pressured the ball up. Some of it was kind of flat on defense, especially in the second half. When they made their run. Just applying pressure, and we got the shot blocker and Liam and Q down there. That was a big game plan in the second half.
Thank you, gentlemen. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I got you, Jay.
All righty. Yeah, we're going back to Jerry Stackhouse now. Coach, why don't you start us off with a statement before we get into questions?
That was one hell of a game. Man. Again, credit to Coach Grant and his team, man. Some of those young guys really pushed us to the limit. We took everything that we had to win this game. Big efforts from Scotty, big efforts from Q, but a number of contributions down the stretch. Jordan with a big shot there, and the defense that Rodney played down the stretch was unbelievable. And Liam came in. Had a big basket, a winning basket, and the block shot to save the game. And so it was a great game, fun game to be a part of. Fans were unbelievable. The energy that they brought today was a big six-man force, got us over the hump. Just a great day all around. We're excited to win this game and excited to keep playing.
Robbie?
Hey, Stack, like you mentioned with Liam, I mean, this was kind of a tough game for him before he came
Yeah, I mean, he stayed engaged, stayed in the game. That's huge. That's part of being a really good player. He wasn't going well. I mean, in fairness to Liam, Liam didn't practice one day this week just because his ankle was a little swollen, and we gave him all those days off, so he didn't really get any reps, and we threw him right out there, in the game. But I think it helped us, though. I think going forward, he was able to get some recovery. Didn't have a ton of minutes tonight. But came in and made 2 big plays for us. Got a couple offensive rebounds, got the big putback, and then that huge block at the end. And we saved the possession. But no, it's like that sometimes. Not always going to have your best night, but if you stay engaged and stay about the team the way he is, good things happen to him. But again, like I said, a lot of contributions. Thought Jermaine and Tyron came in and gave us some good minutes off the bench. But Scotty Pippen was unbelievable. I mean, whenever it seemed like they were trying to get some separation, he just stepped up and made play after play. And when he wasn't making plays for himself, he was making plays for others. Had 7 assists tonight. Just an all-around good game.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned it too. Just some really good competition in this NIT this year, and taking down a team like Dayton before that, Belmont. How you're getting these wins and really battling, how much confidence does that give this team? I mean, Scotty Pippen Jr. said it himself. We went into this knowing like we wanted to win the whole thing.
It's definitely, I mean, it's huge for us. I mean, it's a great confidence builder for us, but I think we kind of knew it, right? It's just we didn't have a chance to show it. We talked about it a lot during the course of the year, the type of team that we felt that we had. But again, the injuries and everything, was never able to get it all on the court at the same time. And then we were fortunate enough that we really picked it up. We got everybody healthy, was able to make a really big push. I think those games in the SEC tournament really, I mean, going in there and winning those games, that helped our chances of even getting into the NIT. But it gave us a lot of confidence. We're still excited to play. It's like there's no, people like us, it's kind of a letdown about the NIT as opposed to NCAA. Yeah, we feel like we're an NCAA team. We're playing like it right now. But, for us and where we've been over the last couple of years trying to build and create a foundation, we're excited to play. We're excited to practice, to come in. I mean, still a lot of energy, a lot of excitement in our practice. Guys are engaged. Obviously, we're not having as much wear and tear pounding that we do during the regular season, just trying to keep everybody fresh right now. But we probably have a good spirited workout and then really try to focus in on our next opponent. But we feel like we're a good team. We know we're a good team, and now it's just a great opportunity for us to go out there and prove it night in and night out. Show how we can play defense, being physical with some toughness, and offensively playing selfless, having execution and playing with poise. That's the type of team that we want to be.
Yeah, what did it mean for the team that, in what might have been his last game at Memorial, that Scotty played the way that he did?
We're not talking about nothing like that right now. I mean, we're talking about focusing on the win, and we're not worried about what's going to happen after the season and whatnot. Scotty's a junior. As far as I'm concerned, he'll be back for his senior year until I hear something different. So I think that's how we're approaching. We're excited about. We're staying in the moment and not worried about what's happening in the future right now. I think I just wanted to give a big shout out to George Huber, for our locker room. I think that's, the excitement it's got. It seems like a small thing, but to have a place where those guys can go in and really be themselves and come in and celebrate the victory that we had today, and the type of space that we have, that donation was huge for us, and I'm truly appreciative of it. I just think it's winning. It's not about the number one seed. I mean, they are the number one seed, and we were able to knock them off. But my spell to the team was, they're a young team. I mean, we're a team that's been together a little bit longer than they have. I mean, just from a maturation process of playing the game, I thought we would be able to get some separation earlier than that. But to my surprise, again, that speaks to the job that that Coach Grant did with that young team. You know, having those is a lot of freshmen in that lineup. Deron Holmes, he's one of the top. I think probably coming out of high school, he's a top 50 player, right? And he chose to go to Dayton because not only did he want to play at a high level, but he wanted to have the type of leader that Anthony Grant is. That's who he wanted to play for. He wanted to play for an African-American coach, one where he could learn and have a role model. I read all about, you know, his story, and I think that's great. And I'm telling you, you're going to hear a lot from that team in the near future.
You know, you mentioned Rodney, and it felt like he was all over the place. Just the ball pressure seemed really good for you guys today. How big a part of the game plan was that to be really aggressive on the perimeter? How did you feel you guys did with that?
I mean, I know he has to pick his spot sometimes, but we're a totally different team when Rodney's into that ball the way he's capable of being. I mean, it's hard to do it for, you know, the extended minutes. I don't know how many minutes he played tonight. What was that? Like 40 minutes. And then for him to get in the ball like that, you know, obviously a little bit fatigued there at the end. You know, had a chance to get some separation there with a couple of free throws, but it's just from being dog tired. We know he's a good free throw shooter, and just with him and Scotty missed a couple late. I thought about calling a timeout, there just to get them to catch their breath, but I had to weigh that against am I icing them? You know what I'm saying? So I let it roll. But at the end of the day, all the buttons that we pushed wind up, for a victory for us, so we'll take it.
Congrats, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys.